Good afternoon. Well, yesterday's weather front still overhead, and that has been bringing some dull and damp conditions for some of us this morning. But things will improve as we step through this afternoon. A few showers in tomorrow's forecast too, but actually for much of the rest of the week, we do have some lengthy dry spells in the forecast. So this afternoon then we're going to see any patchy rain and drizzle clear its way eastwards. Behind that, visibility will improve for all of us. We'll get rid of some of that mistiness and it will brighten up nicely with some fairly decent spells of sunshine developing. Just the outside chance of 1 or 2 isolated showers. Those daytime highs then around 18 to 21 Celsius. And behind that band of rain, the winds will tend to ease, so they'll typically be light to moderate and coming up from the southwest. As for this evening then and overnight, just a few isolated showers, but I think most of us will just get away with dry conditions with that variable amounts of cloud and some clear skies, and overnight lows down to about 9 to 12 Celsius. Looking further ahead then to tomorrow's forecast, we will see some scattered showers. I think these mostly through the first half of the day, some of which will be on the heavy side. But through tomorrow afternoon, as a ridge of high pressure builds in, that will mean a lot of those showers will just fade away to allow for dry conditions for the most part. It will brighten up nicely too, some decent spells of sunshine, together with some patchy fair weather cloud, and those daytime highs getting up to about 17 to 20 Celsius, so a slightly fresher day in store, and those winds not too much of a feature. And by the time we get to Friday and this weekend, high pressure very much in charge. So any weather fronts that try to push our way do get deflected away. So Friday and this weekend, expect a lot of dry weather. Wouldn't completely rule out a few showers though. It will turn a little bit warmer. I think most places getting up into the low 20s. You should notice a difference in how it feels with that some lighter winds too. So let's look at the outlook. As you can see, the settled conditions continuing. I think a higher chance for some showers by the time we get to the early part of next week. But generally, I think settled sums up the weather story. That's your latest, Rebecca.
Sabrina, thank you.
And the band of rain that has lingered over the last few days has now cleared. What's in store for the last few days of meteorological summer? Well, join me later for the full forecast. Good evening. Well, the band of rain that did linger over the last few days has now cleared, and so we are left with some lengthier, drier spells for the last several days of meteorological summer. Here's how things are shaping up tonight then. Bar a few isolated showers, a lot of dry weather in store with some clear skies and variable amounts of cloud, light to moderate breezes, and those overnight lows dipping away to around 9 to 12 Celsius. Our Thursday forecast then, through the morning hours, there will be the chance for some scattered showers, some of which will be on the sharp side. But through tomorrow afternoon, higher pressure will build in, and that does mean a lot of dry weather around. Some decent spells of sunshine too, gentle to moderate breezes, with daytime highs 17 to around 20 Celsius, with a slightly fresher feel. By the time we get to Friday then, still lengthy dry spells in the forecast. I think that's after any mist and fog clears, with more in the way of sunshine. And then as we go through the weekend, temperatures back into the low 20s for many of us, with more sunshine in store. That's your forecast. Good night.